kick right in front of the goal, and it's in.
Second, cuts to his corner, takes the shot, he scores!
And for tonight's starting lineup. From Hampton Township, number 3 at midfield, Dylan Perry. At defense, number 4, Mila Di Sabato. At midfield, number 7, Quinn Perry. At midfield, number 8, Mia Borgo. At midfield, number 11, Maddie Ashford. At attack, number 14, Sophia Sinopoli. At defense, number 15, Aaron Baker. At midfield, number 16, Georgia Evans. At defense, number 21, Olivia Hayes Reagan. At attack, number 25, Ellie Alexander. At attack, number 28, Abby Muchensky. And in goal, number 39, Taylor Whitman. And for your Peters Township starting lineup, at attack, number 18, Sia Spanos. At attack, number 19, Avery Hobbs. At attack, number 8, Lainey O'Brien. At attack, number 4, Julia Platt. At midfield, number 36, Dana Anderson. At midfield, number 28, Abby Yates. At midfield, number 5, Sophia Bergman. At defense, number 25, Jamie Daly. At defense, number 26, Lizzie Rabick. At defense, number 43, Anne-Marie Congard. At defense, number 16, Mia Stepanovich. Number 34, Tegan Federico.
Happy Monday and welcome to Confluence Financial Partners Stadium. I'm Steph Colbita reporting from Peters Township Middle School, tonight's game of our Peters Township Lady Indians versus the Hampton Talbots. We have Yates for Peters and Dylan Perry for Hampton setting up for the face-off. Peters Township takes possession and heads in on the attack. Unsuccessful shot by Peters, but they keep possession. Incomplete pass, and Hampton takes possession and heads in on the attack. A fight for possession, and Peters takes it. Penalty called. Hampton takes possession and leads the attack downfield. Out of bounds pass, and Peters gets the possession. Interception by Hampton. Unsuccessful shot, but Hampton keeps it. Both teams showing a lot of aggression from the start. Hampton struggling to find a way around Peters' defense, trying to work their way in. Ground ball, Peters takes it, Anderson heads downfield. Pass to Yates, and she heads on the attack. Both teams fighting to take possession. And Hampton takes it. Yates takes it for Peters. Both teams struggling to keep their possession. Ground ball, and Hampton gets a minute to set up their offense. Penalty, and that's a free position for Peters. For Hampton, excuse me. Peters takes possession, but with an incomplete pass, Hampton takes it right back. Penalty takes possession, and Peters heads on the attack downfield. Hampton's showing some strong defense. Peters is struggling to get inside. Fight for possession, ground ball. Hampton takes it. Peters pushes them out of bounds and takes it right back. Unsuccessful shot by Yates. Hampton takes possession. Nice throw downfield by Whitman. Allows Hampton to gain some ground. Rabick intercepts it for Peters. And Yates heads in on the attack. Really aggressive defense by Hampton, but Peters just barely keeps it. Unsuccessful shot. Hampton resets their offense. Hampton moving the ball around nicely, but Peters takes it. Hampton takes it right back. Unsuccessful shot by Hampton. Keeps possession, really trying to work around our defense. Fight for possession, but Hampton takes it. Another close but unsuccessful shot by Hampton. Federico takes it for Peters. Tries to help out our offense. Peters takes possession. Yates headed downfield. And that leaves 1 minute remaining in the first quarter. Peters really struggling to get even close to the goal. Hampton's defense keeps pushing them back out. And an unsuccessful shot by Peters leads to Hampton taking possession with 20 seconds left. And that concludes our first quarter with still a score of 0-0. Headed into the second quarter, both teams looking to gain some momentum and get some points on the board. Yates and Perry setting up for the draw. Peters takes possession, Anderson leading the attack. Shot by Platt, but a save by Whitman, the keeper. Hampton taking their time, setting up their offense. Yates takes possession. A fight for a ground ball, and Hampton takes it right back. Peters takes possession, and Kongard enters the ball. And that's a successful shot for Peters by Julia Platt. Peters takes possession, looking to keep their momentum. And that's another successful shot for Peters, making their score 2-0. Shot by junior Sophia Bergman, number 5. In a fight for possession, Hampton keeps it. Aggressive defense by Peters. Hampton looking to close that 2-point gap. And that's a successful shot for Hampton with their first point of the game by junior number 28, Muchensky. Setting up for the draw in a 1-point game with 9 minutes left in the half. Peters takes it. Peters trying to work around this defense. And that's a 3rd point for Peters. Junior Cia Spanos giving Peters their 2-point lead back with 8 minutes left in the half. Peters takes possession. Incomplete pass. Hampton takes it right back. Hampton moving around the ball nicely around Peters' defense. Evans leading the attack for Hampton. Penalty call and a free position for Hampton. Looking to close that gap a little bit. Unsuccessful, and Peters takes it back. Quickly setting up their offense as Anderson leads the attack. Perry charging through defense for Hampton. Saved by Federico, the keeper. Platt leads the offense for Peters. Two incomplete passes, but Peters keeps it. And that's a shot by freshman Laney O'Brien to make the score 4-1 with Peters in the lead with 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Muchensky and Yates set up for the draw. Fight for possession. Peters keeps it. Bergman leading the attack. Aggressive defense by Hampton, and they take possession. Peters takes it back. Peters taking a minute to reset their offense. Aggressive defense by Hampton, and they will now be playing a man down. That's a free position for Peters. Number 18, Cia Spanos. And that leads to their fifth goal of the night. Goal by Spanos, number 18.
Here's Township goal.
Timeout by Peters Township with just under 4 minutes left in the second quarter. With 4 minutes left in the half, we set up for the draw. Peters takes possession, looking to further their 4-point lead. Peters moving the ball around nicely and keeps possession. Another free possession for number 18, Cia Spanos. Unsuccessful shot and a save by Whitman, Hampton's goalkeeper. Peters keeps possession and resets their offense. Unsuccessful shot by Peters. Hampton takes possession. Peters takes back possession. Leaves Sophia Bergman with a free position. Saved by Whitman. Hampton looking to close this 4-point gap with 2 minutes left in the second. Hampton looking to protect their possession, but also work their way through this defense. Yates intercepts the pass, takes possession for Peters, leaving 1 minute left in the half. Hampton takes possession after a ground ball. Anderson steals it back, and that's a goal by Dana Anderson, number 36, making the score 6-1 with just 20 seconds left in the second quarter. Yates and Perry setting up for the draw. Hampton takes it. Aggressive defense by Janie Daly for Peters, but Hampton keeps it. Free position for Hampton, looking to gain a little momentum before the end of the half. Anderson takes it. And that marks the end of the first half, with Peters in the lead with a score of 6-1. We'll see you for the second half. Welcome back to the third quarter, where Peters leads with a score of 6-1. Yates for Peters and Evans for Hampton setting up for the draw. Peters takes possession, looking to keep their momentum from the second quarter. Hampton's defense coming out strong in this second half. Ground ball, and Hampton takes possession and leads downfield. Saved by Federico, the keeper. Peters sets up their offense. Peters moving the ball around nicely, but struggling to get in shot range. But there's a successful shot by number 36, Dana Anderson, making the score 7-1 with 10 minutes left in the third. Number 28 for both teams, leading the draw. Peters takes possession. And a goal right away by junior Julia Platt. Senior Julia Platt, number 4. Evans versus Yates for the draw. Yates leading the attack for Peters. Incomplete pass, but Peters keeps it. Hampton takes possession and heads downfield. Aggressive defense by Peters, and they take possession back. Anderson setting up our offense. Spanos heads in, and that's another goal for Peters by junior C.S. Spanos, number 18. Stritzinger and Yates setting up the draw. Hampton's got their work cut out for them, with Peters with an 8-point lead with just under 9 minutes left in the third. Peters takes possession and Anderson heads downfield. Hampton takes it. Number 3, Dylan Perry leading the attack. Free position for Stritzinger for Hampton. Looking to start to close that 8-point gap. Unsuccessful shot by Evans with a save from Federico. Free position for Santoyo for Hampton. And another save by Tegan Federico, number 34, the goalkeeper. And a pass downfield leads to a fight for possession. Hampton takes it. And that's a shot by number 16 for Hampton. Freshman Evans.
Scored by number 16, Georgia Evans.
Leaving the score 9-2 with Peters in the lead with 6.5 minutes left in the third. Yates and Carr setting up for the draw. Hampton takes possession. And that's a shot for Hampton by number 28, Muchensky.
Scored by number 28, Abby Machinsky.
Hampton working hard to close that gap little by little, making this a 6-point game. Bergman for Peters and Carr for Hampton, setting up the face-off. Hampton takes it, looking to keep their momentum. Aggressive check by Peters gives them back possession, but Hampton takes the ground ball. Peters takes possession. Hampton intercepts the pass. Penalty called, and now Peters is playing a man down. Hampton looking to take advantage of this opportunity with a free position to keep closing that 6-point gap. And that's a shot by Junior Muchensky, number 28, making the score 9-4 with over 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Peters takes possession. An aggressive check by Hampton earns them possession. Peters' defense working hard, but a little too much aggression leads to Peters now playing 2 men down. Hampton with possession looking to take advantage of this, keep closing that gap. Ground ball, but Perry picks it up for Hampton. Working to keep this momentum. Peters' defense working hard. Hampton takes possession after the ground ball. Peters takes possession, and Muchensky with a free position for Hampton. Peters takes it back. Ground ball, but Spanos keeps it for Peters. Anderson's back in the game, and Peters is back up to speed with only 1 player down. Hampton now also a player down, making it an even game. 3 minutes left in the third. Close call, but no goal. Hampton takes possession. Fight for possession. Peters keeps it. And that's a goal for Peters by number 14, sophomore Izzy Douglas. Douglas's goal making the score 10-6 with 2 minutes left in the third. Daly's back in the game, and Peter has all their players back. Stritzinger and Yates setting up for the face-off. Hampton takes it. Perry leading the offense. Aggressive play by both teams. Leading to a free position for Hampton. Unsuccessful shot by Muchensky, and Peters takes it back. Nice pass by Federico. Gets Peters down to the 50-yard line with 1 minute left in the third. Saved by Whitman, the keeper for Hampton. Muchensky sets up Hampton's offense. And that's a goal by Dylan Perry, junior number 3, to make the score 10-5 with just over 20 seconds left in the third. Stritzinger and Yates back up for the draw. Ground ball, and Peters takes it. Ground ball, but Peters fights to keep it. And that concludes the third quarter. Both teams bringing a lot of energy into the fourth quarter as Stritzinger and Yates set up for the face-off. We're looking at a score of 10-5 with Peters with a 5-point lead. Bergman takes it for Peters, and they head in on the attack. Save by Hampton's goalkeeper, number 39, Whitman. They take possession and head in on offense. Evans leading an aggressive attack downfield, but Peters takes possession. Muchensky picks up the ground ball for Hampton. Hampton looking to get some momentum and start closing that 5-point gap. Bergman intercepts the pass, taking back possession for Peters. Incomplete pass. Peters takes possession, or keeps it. Ground ball out of bounds, and Hampton takes it back. Aggressive defense by Peters, but Hampton keeps it. And that's a successful goal by junior Dylan Perry, number 3, for Hampton, making the game a score of 10-6 with 9.5 left in the fourth. Perry fights for possession for Hampton. Hampton keeps it and tries to set up their offense. An aggressive fight for possession, and Peters takes it. Turnover, and Hampton sets up their offense. Very aggressive play by both teams, but White takes possession. Bergman leads the attack. Unsuccessful shot by Platt. Hampton takes possession. Free position for Peters. Aggressive play by Peters, keeps possession. Trying to further their lead with 6.5 left in the game. Aggressive defense by Hampton keeps Peters wide. And that's a goal for Peters by number 36, Dana Anderson, with an assist by senior Julia Platt. Both teams set up for the face-off with just under 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Score of 11-6 with Peters in the lead. Hampton takes it. Number 3, junior Dylan Perry, leads an attack all the way inside for Hampton, scoring their 7th goal. Making the score 11-7 with 5.5 minutes left in the game. Peters takes possession after the draw. Bergman leading the offense. That's a goal for Peters Township. Goal by Emmy Shanafel with an assist from Lainey O'Brien. A play by 2 freshmen gives Peters a 5-point lead. Peters takes possession. Yates leading the attack. Peters really moving the ball around, trying to further their lead. Peters runs the same play, but it is unsuccessful with a save by Whitman for Hampton, the keeper. Anderson takes it for Peters. They gain possession. A charge by O'Brien, but she gets pushed back out. Peters resets. Anderson just can't get past Hampton's defense. Incomplete pass, but Peters keeps it. Whitman takes it for Hampton. They set up their offense with under 3 minutes left in the fourth, trying anything they can to close this 5-point gap. And that's a goal for Hampton by junior Dylan Perry, with an assist by junior Muchensky. Making the score 12-8 with Peters in the lead with 2.5 minutes left in the game. Quinn Perry takes possession for Hampton. Yates takes possession for Peters. Hampton defense working hard to stop Yates, but Peters keeps it. Peters taking their time, setting up their offense. Aggressive offense by Hampton, but Peters keeps it. One minute left in the game. O'Brien leads an attack inside. Hampton keeps her away. Hampton takes possession. Hampton looking to score with 20 seconds left. Peters takes possession. And that concludes the game with a Peters win with a score of 12-8. An aggressive fight by both teams. Thanks for tuning in for Peters versus Hampton Girls Varsity Lacrosse, and we'll see you Monday, April 13th for the girls' next home game versus Canamac.